Hi guys, this is Kiran. Uh, this is part 3 of the Screwjack series. In this part, we'll be doing the third part of the Screwjack, which is the screw spindle. Okay, this is the screw spindle here. This part also should be done via the revolve protrusion option. So I'll select solid part. I'll go to sketch. I'll again select the front plane. So again we have to repeat the same thing that we have done in the previous two parts. Now what I'll be doing is, you can see this axis here, right? I'll sketch the parts above the axis. So what I'll do is I'll follow these lines this way. Then I'll finish it off with the axis. So I'll do the basic outline first. Uh, don't worry about the dimensions right now, we'll set it later. Just go on with the basic shape. Finish it off with the axis. Okay, it did not get connected here. Okay, if something like this happens, you don't need to delete and create a new line, or no need to add another extra line also. What you can do is, you can see the connect option here. You can select the two lines, select the connect option, and then select the line endpoint and endpoint of this line, and then they'll get connected. This toolbar here has many other constraint options which I'll be showing you later. So now we'll start with the dimensioning. We'll see our sketch, refer to our sketch. Okay, so overall length is 240 mm from this face till the end. So I'll select this, I'll make it 240 mm. Okay, it extended on this side, don't worry, nothing's wrong. Next thing is, this is again a threaded screw part. It is again 38 cross 7. This will go and sit in the nut. So we'll be doing this. This dia is 38. So I'll do that here. It should be 38 by 2. Okay. I'll do this later. First, let me go with the edges. I'll delete this. I'll do this first. This overall dia is 65. So it should be 65 by 2. I'll take this as 65 by 2. Okay, don't worry, nothing's wrong. These things will keep moving around. Since their dimensions are not set, they'll be moving around. We just have to take care of them. Now this is 22. I'll do it 22 by 2. Okay, the next one is okay, this width is 13. I'll do it 13. Okay, it went down, I'll just pull it back up. Okay, overall width of this part from this edge till this edge is 83. I'll make it 83 now. Okay, so this should be 83. Again it moved out, nothing to worry, just move it back down. Using the select tool, you can move anything which is not constrained. See, this is not constrained, I can move it around, but this part I set the dimension already. I cannot move this up or down because it's fixed. So next one is, don't worry about this 30 35, that is the hole inside, we'll do that later. Next would be this part. This chamfer here is 10 mm cross 45 degrees. I'll just do it here now. So I'll select from this edge and this edge. This should be 10 mm, and the same way here also, this edge to this edge is 10 mm horizontal. Now this line should be 45 degrees. I'll set it 45 degrees. And even this line should be 45, that is minus 45 degrees. Okay, this is done. So I don't think it's 45. Okay, it's minus 45. This is 45. Just put smart dimension so that that thing doesn't change. Okay, don't do it right now. We'll do it later. We'll see what else we have left out. This 38 has been taken care of. This, okay, no, that has not been done. So this should be 38 by 2. Okay, that is done. 38 by 2. 38 by 2. The overall length is 240. That is done. This width is 83. Has been done. And this is 10. Done. This 3, ignore it. That is for the threaded part. We'll do that later. This should be 13. This again is 10. This is 13. That is done. And here this is 22. That is 22 by 2 is 11. This is 65 by 2 is 32.5. So now I think every dimension has been set right. So again verify whether these are 45 degrees. Okay, this is 45. Okay, this is minus 45. Okay, everything is done. I'll return this from the sketch. Let me select revolve protrusion. Select the sketch. Okay, I had to show you one more thing. I'll show you now. Click on cancel. Click on sketch, edit the sketch. As you can see, the axis is somewhere here. We'll just make it sit in the middle. So I'll select from one edge to the axis. The overall length is 240. So I'll make this 120 so that the whole thing will stay in the center. It'll help us in assembly. I'll click on return. Finish. Revolve protrusion. Select the sketch. Select the axis and then 360 degrees. Finish. So this basic body has been done of the screw spindle. Select isometric. Okay. Let me hide the sketch now. Always hide the sketch after the revolved protrusion or cutout options. Now we have what we have to do is we have to create the threads here. So for that, in this whole option, if you click this arrow, you can see the thread option. This options dialog box will open. Select on straight thread. Okay. Now a dialog. Okay. Now what you have to do is it's showing here what you should do. If you get confused, have a read the status bar. It will tell you what to do. What it's saying is click on a cylinder that has to be threaded. So this is the cylinder, and now click on the end of the cylinder. So I'll select this end. Okay, so I selected the end and the cylinder. So now it's asking the thread. Okay, first we'll set the thread type. As you can see, the diameter is 38, so it will automatically set it to 38 mm. You cannot set any other options. So it is 38 cross 7 what we need. So I'll select 38 cross 7. The depth is not full up to cylinder extent. As you can see, there is a 3 mm gap here. So there's no threads in that part. So what we have to do is 240 minus 83 minus 3. So I'll select finite value. This should be 240 minus 83 minus 3. It will come around 154, I think. So it has been threaded now. I'll finish it. The green part indicates that it has been threaded. And this chamfer in the end, don't worry about it. The threads, it is a standard for the threads, so it will have a chamfer, but you cannot see it right now. The next part what we have to do is this threaded hole here. They mentioned that it is M12. The thread depth is, let me zoom in, The thread depth is this dotted line, small lines you can see. The thread depth is 30 mm. The hole depth is 35 and it has a V shape in the bottom. I'll show you how to do that now. Now select the hole option again. Click on this dialog box. So this box will open up. Now you have to select threaded option. This should be standard thread. The thread is M12 as they had mentioned there. So let me select M12. Now here it is not to the hole extent because there is no hole and it is not through hole. So let me select finite extent and the extent should be 30 mm, which is the thread depth. So let me type in 30 here. Now we have to create the V part and the hole should be more than 35 mm. So as you can see this extent box here, select the last one which says finite extent. So now the hole depth you can see it's showing in this small diagram here. The hole depth should be 30 mm, 35 mm. So I'll select 35 and tick on the V bottom angle. Select the first one. Don't change the angles. It is standard angle 118 degrees and click on OK. Now again you have to select the face for the threads. You can see the threads are there already. Place it exactly at the center and then click on return. And again it's asking for the direction of the hole. Select the inside direction and then click. Now I can finish it. So the threads has been done and the V shape has also been done in the bottom. We can have a look at that in the drawing sheet. So this part has been done. Let me save it. Let's save it as part number 3. This is the screw spindle. Okay guys, I'll meet you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.